Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Can he get it through? Arias. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think Memphis is certainly a player worth keeping an eye out for, Peter. The latest crop of excellent Dutch attackers as the previous generation begins to fade. I love the way he's matured his game to become a far more effective player now, who makes far better use of his huge talents, and he's turned into quite the leader.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Everton Ribeiro. Shapes to shoot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Corinthians yet to have an attempt on goal. That has been cut short.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's a good ball out wide. Tries to play it through. Gustavo Henrique. Corinthians looking to pass their way through. Shoots! Goal! Corinthians! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Corinthians penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Bahia upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Looking for the run. Good challenge, excellent challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Picked out brilliantly, and he thumps it clear. Gustavo Henrique.
Corinthians really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Memphis Depay. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He is through here. Pings in across. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Gustavo Enrique. Andre Carrillo. Gets a good foot in there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that has sent him sprawling. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. Oh, that's a brilliant save! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Corinthians leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
And he cuts out the supply. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. And they can counter here. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Memphis Depay. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Out towards the flank. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Great ball, and he's in. Chance for a shot! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week.
He's had a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Camisa 9, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 8, camisa 12, William José.
Who saw this coming? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Great defending, strong and determined. And they can counter here. Oh, no joy this time. Tries a shot! Pass somewhat off target. Look at the space here. Nice interception, well timed. Corinthians have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Ah, now can they counter? Spread it left. Can he latch on to this? That's good defending in numbers.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's out for a goal kick. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Everton Ribeiro sai para a entrada do jogador camisa 17.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well, they've got it again. Well, that has not gone well.
Corinthians clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
What a throw in. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the finish! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Substituído pelo jogador camisa 2.
Bahia complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Teremos 3 minutos de
Now this could be a
acréscimo.
chance. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, some tackle that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it out wide. Passing nice and neat. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that is that. Corinthians played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos anunciar
How would you
os
summarise what we've seen
números
today then, Jim?
Corinthians must quickly shake this from their system, Peter, because it's the sort of performance that can linger and fester.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
Rice! And the ball's come loose here. Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
He's away! And Rice! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Corinthians really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Para a entrada do jogador, camisa 13.
Oh, there's the clearance. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Gently done. Zanetti tries to pass it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Look at this, and the shot! Superb from Best! He's got himself an absolute peach. Corinthians take the lead.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Flamengo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Royce. Distributed tidily. Cafu. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Corinthians are such an adept counter-attack.
Romario! Corinthians have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Passes short and sharp. Cafu providing an outlet on that flank. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Baresi. Messi. Picked out brilliantly. A lot of space ahead of him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Passes coming off in quick succession here, and that has left him in a heap. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Vieri, Royce, Vitinha wins the duel this time. Messi. Now that's well seen too. Royce. Vieri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Cafu. Now who's going to be first to this? And they can counter here.
Corinthians have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Some resolute defending there. Corinthians looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Rijkaard. Baresi. At best. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Knocks it out wide. Vitinha receives it in a wide position. Zanetti. Cafu. Oh, played right into his path. He's picked his way through. It's Vieri! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Temos minuto de acréscimo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vieri! They want to be quick to recover this. There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Corinthians are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And the second half gets underway. Long ball looking to counter. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Can he get on the end of this? He's onside. He's beaten the last man. Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Zico, and it's Chiellini, and this is Messi, face to face with the keeper. He's through, now is he in? And here's Romario. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rijkaard, now it's Vieri. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's bustling through here. Rijkaard. Flamengo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He's free, he has got space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. Now it's Vieri. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that has been cut short. Zanetti is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's run loose here. Best. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Zanetti. Tries to play it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 10. Camisa 8.
Vieira.
Camisa 9.
And here's Vieri.
Para a entrada de
Goes for a shot!
Camisa 23. Camisa 7. Camisa 99.
Romario chasing after it.
Substituição.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. It's Baggio! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Beckham goes short. That has not gone well. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. And this is Messi, and he's managed to get free. And a chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Corinthians find a position of real strength now. No, again there's no way through. Baggio showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Throw in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Fiore, he's found a way through. Tries a shot! He has done it! It is no contest, it is a landslide. That really is quite fabulous. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin, that's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender.
And a chance! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Chance, surely! Goal! Boca Juniors! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Corinthians finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rijkaard. Roberto Baggio. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that could set him on his way. Rijkaard. Van Basten.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now that looks a decent ball. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. Cafu. Rijkaard. Corinthians finding their passes. Pele. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, good spread. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Hullet. And it's been played through. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Corinthians are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Vieira can see things others simply cannot. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Vieri. Vieri! It's a loose ball. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Rijkaard. Cafu. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Royce. Hullet.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rijkaard. Now it's Vieri. And it's Vieira. Oh, good-looking ball. He won't be happy with that one. Vieira. Royce. Royce really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Roberto Baggio. Now it's Mbappe. And reclaimed it in a trice. Hullet. He's had a shot! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Boca Juniors are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's intervened well there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieri. Corinthians are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Out to the right. Cafu. And it's Vieira. Hullet. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Del Piero. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. He's beaten the last man. Vieira is the guilty party there. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Van Basten. Vieira. And the first half is done. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Corinthians certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Señoras y señores, estamos por anunciar los números del sorteo de hoy. Miren la pantalla si tienen un boleto. Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 7.
So off we go once more.
Entrará al campo. Número
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Royce actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. That's a decent clearance.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And that's going to be a booking. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Royce.
Boca Juniors are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Chance here to counter. And it's Hullet. And he's there to make the challenge. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero. Rijkaard. Played out towards the right wing. Royce. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Del Piero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe! Hullet looking to get on the end of this.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
He's found a way through. Zanetti. Oh, this is a very good run. Roberto Baggio. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Del Piero.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Vieira. And that's another good win of the ball. Van Basten looking to be a menace in the final third. Royce. That's good play. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cannavaro. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And this is Vieri. Now, who's going to be first to this? Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Guti. And he's in on goal! It's Baggio! Oh, that was no routine save.
Roberto Baggio really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cambio en Boca Juniors.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Entran número 8, número 14, número 6. Cambio.
That has been knocked clear. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. But that has not gone well. Messi. Scholes on a charge down the left. Oh, it's Van Basten. No way through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Boca Juniors clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Now that's well seen too. And he's worked it through, and this is Hullet. Oh, a bust challenge. Guti! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Vieri. Nicely spread. Fiore. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Baresi calmly anticipates.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Vieri. And that's a... And Messi! Not too much to add on here, just a minute. So that's it. It is all over. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Señoras y señores.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. And as you can see, we've already started here. Ronaldinho, the man who you could say was the man once upon a time.
Yeah, certainly was in the noughties. So many games where his magic just shone.
And of course there was that really famous game in November of 2005.
I know the one you mean. One of the most dominant performances by an away side in Madrid. He was absolutely instrumental in securing that 3-0 win.
What a couple of goals he scored. Individual masterpieces, the pair of them. He just tied them up in knots.
Yeah, the defence was described as showing no guts and no attitude, but I think that's harsh. I think we've got to focus on Ronaldinho. He was simply too good on that day, and nobody, and I say nobody, would have fared any better.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. It's Neymar! Royce goes looking wide. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Succumbs to the pressure. And it's Royce. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Baresi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Neymar picks it up out wide. Neymar going full tilt down the left. Chance for a shot! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Corinthians have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Played down the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's got his range wrong there. Baresi. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Corinthians really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Messi.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Vieri. Cafu. Oh, that's a key interception. Ronaldinho. Crunching tackle. Now it's Vieri. Royce. Corinthians finding their passes. Ronaldinho. And they can counter here. Oh, that's clever. And this is Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. And the shot's on here, and he's in on goal. Roberto Carlos. Played out to the left flank. Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely weighted ball.
Corinthians certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shifted it to the flank. Now that's a lovely exchange. Best bops him off it and wins back the ball. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Tries to play it through. No, he's just misjudged that one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Royce. Oh, he's found support out wide. Can he finish? Goal! Corinthians are back in business. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Vieira, and that's really well manoeuvred. Best. Is there any Best? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Corinthians really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Corinthians are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Corinthians get the ball rolling in the second half. And here's Vieri. Vieri goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. He's had it taken off him. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's shoots! Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Royce. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... And the shot! He scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Corinthians take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Rijkaard has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. That is in for the pieces! No mistake! level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Teremos uma substituição.
Nicely aimed pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get it through? Memphis Depay, he's going for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corinthians are looking to go forward now. Robertson. He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Corinthians do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Tries to pass it through. Raul.
There they go, hunting again.
And that's gone loose. He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And it's Zanetti. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And this is Vieri. Oh, that was vital. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. And he's gone backward here. Takes a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Chance! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Substituição.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Messi goes short. That's tidy. And now a sudden chance to counter. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Del Piero. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Del Piero. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal...
It's Pele! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Corinthians have their second corner now. Cleared away. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. Cannavaro. And it's Gattuso. Messi demonstrating his defensive quality there. He's got away. Looking for the run.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Corinthians making consecutive changes here.
Camisa 2, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 18, camisa 23, foram indicados.
Corinthians have reclaimed it, pass somewhat off target. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Vieira. Corinthians looking to pass their way through. There's a searching pass. Azar. Cannavaro makes the interception. Now it's Torres. Del Piero. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts highly entertaining until the very end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Adriano, the man they call Imperatore, the Emperor.
Indeed, when he gets his game in good order, he is pretty much untouchable with that monster of a left foot.
Can be a showstopper, that. And we have our very first corner. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Tries to play it through, gets into some space. He has found the way through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. No way through, so back it comes. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Great ball and he's in here. Vieri touches it back. Bale. Pele for Olise. Pele is onto this. Royce.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Vieri receives it in a wide position. Referee has just said play on. Gullit did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Vieri. Vieri finds himself offside. Ah, he's given it away. Oh, what has happened here? Royce is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And this is Bale. It's Adriano! Good strike, quite an alarm. Royce. Oh, they could break here. That is ended up in no man's land. Played with speed from back to front. Neither side yet able to find the net. Robertson. Vieira. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Vieri. Oh, nicely intercepted. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Vieira. And this is Vieri. Royce! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Shot a goal!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's...
Shot, surely! Goal! Corinthians! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Corinthians have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Corinthians are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. 5 minutes till the break. He's in a great position here. And it's Robertson. And the counter is on. Aimed beyond the defence.
Best really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Vieri. Cafu gets his head on it! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Corinthians certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Corinthians in control at half-time, 2-0.
Señores, por favor permanezcan sentados durante el transcurso del partido. Gracias por su cooperación.
And the action is back on the way. Rijkaard. Vieira. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Best. Now it's Vieri. And he's only too happy to take that back. To Royce. Oh, good ball! And this is... And the shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Nice control. Bale. A probing pass. Floated through. Shot could be on. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Olise! Oh, there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's the chance to counter. Argentina appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And he's quick to get it clear again. So we've reached the hour mark. He's beaten the last man. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Pull it! Argentina have their third corner. They've played it short. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. And that's a dangerous ball. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Bale. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Robertson. Vieri. And he's managed to get free. Played into space. Best. Marquinhos gets it clear.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Baresi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Just the goalkeeper to beat. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 3.
Corinthians find a position of real strength now.
Número 21.
Looking wide, played back in, thinks about the shot, and Del Piero!
Messi.
That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's an excellent interception.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Del Piero. There's the shot! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Del Piero. Big chance! He's got a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Look at this. Goes for a shot! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against boys. And it's Marquinhos. Quality ball. Can he get it through? Now that's well seen too. 4 extra minutes added on. That looks a good ball through. It's come to nothing. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew
Del Piero! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Corinthians really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Fluminense have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
The instantly recognisable golden locks of Pavel Nedved, Jim. A gem of a player, isn't he? So fiercely competitive and tenacious.
Yeah, probably the purest striker of a football I think I've ever seen. No one can hit it like him.
Yeah, and he has that visible will to win and a supreme technique. It's a pretty compelling package.
It really is. He has got the lot.
And that should get the job done. Nedved! Oh, that is very close.
Nedved brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Figo. Figo going face-to-face with his great rival.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. Beckenbauer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Fluminense couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Royce. Goes for a shot! Mbappe. And it's Figo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a cute ball. Spread neatly. Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. He has found the way through. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Vieri. Oh, just skips past his man.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Vieri really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Del Piero. Zanetti. And Royce! It's bounced back off the post. That could spell trouble. And here's Del Piero. And he's well positioned. And a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Royce clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That has not gone well. Decent chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Figo picks it up out wide. Figo crosses. Cannavaro with the clearance. There's the header! Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Can he get on the end of this? Real chance! Cleared away. Royce is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Fluminense applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Corinthians have their second corner now. Fluminense are looking to go forward now. Now that's well seen too. Belletti. Now it's Figo. Neymar. Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Brilliantly cut out. Mbappe! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Back to the keeper it goes. And it's Figo. Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rijkaard. Royce. There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Cannavaro.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Royce, always looking for that half a chance. Oh, good spread. No way through. Figo. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Played into the middle. Cannavaro can get it clear. Has a shot! Baresi getting this one clear. Vieira. Zanetti. Ah, he's given it away. Now it's Figo. Neymar. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. And the return pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Almost an hour gone. Nedved. Fernando Torres. Deftly away. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's Nedved! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's Belletti. Oh, it's played into the area. Defending of the desperate variety. Corinthians do have a chance to counter here. Not the most convincing of passes. Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cafu with the clearance. Out for a throw. Roberto Carlos serves up across. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Del Piero. Now that looks a decent ball. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Vieira is there and he can pick it up. Cannavaro makes the interception. Well into the second half and still there's nothing between them. This is it then, now or never. And here's Del Piero. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here.
Corinthians really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Knocks it out wide. And it's Nedved. Nedved! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substituição no time do Fluminense. Camisa 11. Neymar. Camisa 10. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
And now they can
18.
spring out of defence.
Camisa 9. Substituição.
That's an imaginative... Oh, smashing header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tries to pass it through. Fernando Torres is wide and looking to get onto this.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, super ball! It's Vieri! And he comes up trumps again.
Vieri really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Well read, nice interception. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nedved.
Teremos
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Scholes. And that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even, and no.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The great team, the people's team. That is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. The action has already started. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team creates space and make good...
Decent chance! Best! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Best actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Cafu defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Best. And here's Messi. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Searching pass he's played there. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Vieira was in no mood for any of that. Nedved.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
First quarter of an hour gone. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And here's Vieri. Vieri. It's Vieri! And there's a searching pass. Robson.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Hora. And it's Royce. Robson. Rijkaard. Now it's Vieri. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, this looks sharp. Spread out to the left. Looking to play him in. Shot could be on. Best! Goal! Brazil! That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Best. Now it's Royce. Driving on and making good progress. Chance, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Vieri is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And they've got rid. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corinthians have their second corner now. Royce with the short one. No way through, so back it comes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Now it's Vieri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Cruyff.
Corinthians truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
A heavy challenge. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Corinthians clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Brazil finding their passes. Foot in. Royce is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Best. Robson. And here's Messi. And a chance! Messi! From another planet! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 up now, and they are cruising. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he...
It's Vieri! And again the keeper stands strong. And the half-time whistle goes. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Corinthians certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He is through here. Roberto Carlos with the clearance. Corner number 3 coming up. denied by an instinctive save.
Rijkaard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cannavaro. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and
He's gone for goal! It's bounced back off the post. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Nedved.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's intervened well there. Royce. Now it's Vieri. Knocks it into space. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Cruyff.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Royce.
60.000
that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Robson has created one goal already. Vieira. That's good running with the ball. Best. Shapes to shoot! Robson. Nedved. He's having a hit! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Cannavaro. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, can he get onto this? Best, looking for the run. Well timed, excellent interception. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Vieri. It's a threatening ball. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Royce. Roberto Carlos. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, delightful ball. He has found the way through. And it's Nedved. Best. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And they can counter here. Corinthians have it back and can go again. Nedved. Baresi. Nedved. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Royce puts his foot on the gas. Rijkaard. Now it's Vieri. Oh, that's a key interception. Nedved. Vieira cuts out the pass. Now it's Cruyff. Baresi gets over and intercepts. And here's Cruyff. Messi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 11, camisa 27, camisa 15, camisa 9. Deixando o campo.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Camisa 10, camisa 14, camisa 3.
Bergkamp.
Camisa 24.
This interception, his
camisa
positioning
6.
was spot on.
Substituição
Now it's Vieri.
no andamento.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bergkamp is always scanning the pitch for targets. Passes coming off in quick succession here. O'Shea. Brazil clearly now in lead preservation mode. And there goes the final whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion, The game yet to kick off, the excitement already palpable.
Tunisia against Corinthians.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Vieri totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for oh so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant, and I wish him all the luck today.
He's got away, he's having a shot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's a sharp pass. Pull it. Now it's Messi. Baresi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Robertson. Rijkaard. Cafu. And here's Vieri. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Robertson. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Corinthians really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Baresi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cafu. Royce is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And it's Robertson. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cafu. Vieri. Oh, that's a fine interception. Corinthians are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's put paid to a promising move.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Maldini. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Now, this could be a chance. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Roberto Carlos. Cafu makes the interception. And it's Hullet. That is ended up in no man's land.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now the ball in. Baresi attempts a clearance. Nice bit of trickery. He has found the way through. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. What a moment of brilliance. control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Tunisia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Corinthians are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rijkaard. And it's Vieira. Baresi. And he's well positioned here. And he's best! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Xavi Alonso. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Cruyff. And no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. Lofted in. Tries to get it. It's Alonso! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Great chance! Pull it. Tries to play it through. And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half.
Corinthians certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Raul. Pull it. Great ball if he can get there. And that is expertly dealt with. Goes for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Time and again they are repelled. Ferdinand, tidy with his distribution. Gets to show off his quick feet. Maldini. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Scholes. Great vision. Messi gets into some space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Xabi Alonso shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? He shifted it to the flank. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Ambitious ball here. And it's Messi. Corinthians perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, that chance! They've scored! The perfect script, the perfect outcome, a date with immortality. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That
he rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Threads one in. Now it's Cruyff. He's through now. He's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Corinthians present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Khan will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Tunisia go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And they've been given a corner. Royce with the short one. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Tunisia are looking to go forward now. And he can clear it away. Baresi. That's Cannavaro. Cafu. And it's Vieira. Vieri. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He is through here. Xavi Alonso. O'Shea is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Vieri. Xavi Alonso. Pull it. He's had a shot! Always going over the top.
Tunisia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 5, Xabi Alonso. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Zanetti.
Number 19,
and Scholes.
Raúl.
And here's Vieri.
Number 13.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Number 8, Vieira. Number 99, Rooney.
Roberto Carlos.
Number 17.
Best, a player who needs no introduction. He's found a way through. Rooney. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's managed to get free. Fiore! No mistake! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark. And Del Piero! Oh, that is rather wayward. And that will be it. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Your reflections then, Jim?
Corinthians never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room. And